Okay, Jeffrey C. Very good question. Going to the doctor abroad. Am I going to die tomorrow? The preservation of life, the worried about dying is, the worried about the doctor is kind of a fear-based toxic thing. You really got to get over it to travel the world. But everybody's sick on the whole planet. When I say that, there's doctors on the whole planet. It's just how much money you have to pay and can you afford it. You got to work your way to the big city, the university, and find a private hospital where all the rich people go. That's the doctor's solution. But 99% of your problems, whether the normal problem I have is funguses, sinus infections. I had a sciatica. I mean, it'd be scary if I had an appendicitis, I think it'd be scary if I had I was in a major car accident. You're hoping that it's just minor enough that they can sort of stabilize you, then you're going to get shipped to America, right? Now, heart attacks and things like that, I mean, you can die, right? Okay, so, but let's go back to the doctor. 99% of your problems in most countries, except for about 40, say 30 countries on the planet, which is Japan, maybe, all of Europe, except for East Europe probably, Australia. You're going to pay through the nose for medicine. All the rest. I mean, basically, I don't want to get sick in Europe. I don't want to get sick in America. I don't want to get sick in Japan. I don't give a shit about getting sick in Central America, South America, Africa, Asia. Because why? Because I can walk into a pharmacy and get the medicine. So what I do when I get sick is, like right now I have what they call a floater in my eye. It's a little thing. I shouldn't tell my mom this. Supposedly, it's like a piece of gel in the eye and whatever. So I get on the internet and I read and I read and I read until I finally understand what's going on. And I'm my own doctor. Now, 99% of you can't read, so you need a doctor. Contrary to what we think, reading is only about a 1 in 100 people. The other 99 sort of read, but with torture, right? If you're really a guy that can get on Wikipedia and read and read and read and read and read for 2 hours, yeah, you can go about anywhere. I can solve and diagnose my own problems. But going into a pharmacy, you don't want a translator when you do this. Go into a pharmacy, force the person, never get a translator. They will change all the things and they come up with your problem. Translators are dangerous. You walk into the pharmacy and you start pointing at the problem, you just start describe the problem, and you start doing just like doctors in America. They start experimenting with medicines until you get the right one. Same as the doctor. But the pharmacists, most places, especially Central and South America, they are much smarter sometimes than the doctor. Because if they don't get the cure, they don't sell the medicine. If they don't get the cure, the person comes back to them. Private doctors put you on the hook, suck all your cash, and keep you coming. The pharmacist gets people that complain, and they go like they want a refund because they didn't solve their problem, right? The worst thing you can do is get your girlfriend, boyfriend to translate for you. They just will put words in your mouth. They'll talk for you, and they won't describe the problem. Show the problem to the doctor, to the pharmacist. If he doesn't do it, walk to the other pharmacist. Walk to the other pharmacist until you get that meeting of the minds. The eyes are looking at them. Okay, if I have a really big problem, say I got really sick, what would I do right now? I'd fly to the Philippines and go to north on the coast, close to Baguio, north of Angeles City. It's called a place, La Union. There's a military base. There's San Francisco. I forget the place, but there's a U.S. authorized hospital. It costs $10 per doctor, and I went there when I had sciatica, and I went back and forth. I went to 10 different doctors there. I went to a surgeon. I went to whatever. Got an MRI for $150. Got X-rays on my leg for like $5-10, and I would have these people that speak English. Now, going to Thailand, I was in Thailand. My Thai girlfriend worked in a pharmacy. She owns a pharmacy. She's got a master's in pharmacology. I tried to go to the doctor there. I just can't talk the language. Now, if you're already diagnosed, yeah, you can go to Thailand, pay through the nose and do it. But I really, Thailand medical is much better than the Philippines, because the Philippines are like scammers. But you go to you also got this scam going on, like Bodyguard Hospital. You want to find the doctor. You're not buying a hospital, you're buying the doctor. So you want to find the doctor, but if you have a diagnosis of prostate cancer, you can go to Thailand, find a doctor. It's going to cost you $7,000. Okay, I went to the doctors in the Philippines. I went to the doctors in Thailand. I went to the doctor in Guatemala, Lago Atlan. There's a hospital in Lago Atlan across the thing where I have all these American doctors, volunteers. They're out drinking, partying half the time. Hard to find them, but I had a cyst removed from the back of my back. I wanted it removed. They wanted, like in the Philippines, they wanted like $1,000. The guy removed it there for $40. Philippines is prone to scams, right? So any private hospital is 85% scam, 15% truthfulness. Anybody that's advertising to tourists is probably a scam. So you really want to, unless it's, I mean, paying more doesn't get you better service. It's the doctor. So the private doctor is also working in the local clinic. He can't get enough money from private people, so he works both hospitals. So like in Thailand, I could go to the exact same doctor at north of Bangkok at Rang Sing. The same doctor was working there in the university hospital that worked in Bodyguard. Okay, so but it's like one-tenth the cost, right? Okay, how much does a doctor cost universally on the planet? Somewhere between $1 and $5 a point. If you're paying more than that, you're at the private hospital and they're trying to charge you American prices so they can get rich. The big challenge is your major medical things. This is one reason to stay close. If you're living outside the United States, stay within 1 hour of the airport. Boom. You got to know your transit. Like if you're in Central and South America, you're going to boom, get to Miami, boom, whatever. People don't die that quick. It doesn't really sneak up on you. You start to get the ailments, and you always have like probably 2 weeks before you are going to die, right? I don't know where you die from quickly, but if you're going to die, if you think your body wears out as you get older, and so I'm 58 years old, I'm worried about certain things. I don't know. What am I worried about? I just don't love life so much that I worry about dying. And will they take care of me here? Yes. Will they take care of me the same as America? No. These guys are dirty. A doctor in India is dirty. A doctor in Africa is dirty. They guys in India, they wipe their ass with their hand and then they act like they're clean. Culture is culture. Very few people in these countries. If you want a really clean doctor, the best doctor, if I really wanted a great doctor, I'd go to Germany. If I really wanted a great doctor, I'd go to Sweden, maybe Switzerland. There is such a thing as a insurance for, flying you out of the country. As you get older, you need to have enough money to fly yourself back to America. What I do understand, and if I'm understand my mom. I said, what do you do about Medicare, Medicaid? Medicaid pays for everything if you have no money. So after you get 65, most people are going to go back to America and get on Medicaid and have all their medical needs taken care of. Very few people actually live and die in the country. They die back in America. The actual people that are dying in the country just were always pretty well healthy. But the final exit plan is usually back to the United States to die. But who's your doctor? It's the pharmacy. The pharmacy is your doctor. And it's amazing. I can walk over here to this market that's going to open up here right behind me. And I did. I bought 500. I have a medical problem right now. Hey, this is my burn in my leg. I got in a motorcycle accident. The muffler burned me, and everybody says, go to the hospital, go to the hospital. What are they going to do in the hospital? They're going to clean it real well, and they're going to give me some antibiotics. If you don't know that yet, then you're young. But that's 90% of your things are just antibiotics. So I got some more amoxicillium, 500 milligram. Let's see, they cost me, about 10 of them cost me $1. Okay, so I'm taking 2 in the morning and 2 at night. And you can get on there and get totally confused on the internet, and if anything, I guess anything, I got my friend Jeff, he's a doctor, and if I wanted to, I can call him up, beat him up, tell him I'm not paying him, and he's going to have to give me advice. And I was the preacher for him getting married. I got my thing. He lives in Portland, Oregon, and he's emergency, but he can give me the rough, skinny that I could trust. And so what you really want when you travel abroad is somehow the ability to call a doctor in America and run over your symptoms and keep yourself from getting yourself confused. Obviously, being your own doctor is stupid, but you have to be your own doctor. But calling up a trusted doctor in America that doesn't have you on the hook, I think if you have to pay for the doctor in America, you're probably in trouble. I mean, what you want is a free doctor that basically just wants to pacify you and get you off the hook. If you're not ego strength strong enough to make friends with a doctor, it is really going to be tough to travel multiple countries like me. A pharmacist in America would be just as good as a doctor, probably. And, you know, they're all afraid of getting sued, and you know, you got to be a guy that doesn't ever sue people and all that stuff. I mean, America is just the biggest challenge is to try to get an honest person from a doctor. Outside, they're all trying to make a fortune, all of us, so they try to put us in a string. In America, the only way they can protect themselves is to charge $500 an hour somehow, so that they can pay their you know, get sued insurance, right? What do you call it? When the doctor does a bad job. Best advice is always free, and in most expat communities there's one smart person. So if you take my 100 list of 100 places to hang out, stay in that list, and then you're going to find the one person that basically can cut through the crap, that can get you to the person, and everybody kind of points you to him but everybody's got an opinion like they're a doctor, but find the person that really knows how to work the system and understands the system, has wisdom, which is a skill set that you need anywhere on the planet. But doctors are easy. You go to the pharmacy. The pharmacist will look at it and give you your medicine.
Tonight, let's